Okay, I've been messing with it for OBS. I just want to make sure it's all right.
Better than ever.
Because I did some adjustments and.
All right, guys, welcome back. We are going to start our multiplayer series here on South American map. I thought, what a better way to start this out than maybe do some contracts. It doesn't say anything about straw. We won't be able to bale it. We won't own the field. Hey, Jason, you're still there? Thanks for dropping by.
South American.
Hey, Anthony.
Got to change my hat.
Oh, what have you wearing now?
I'll put the Stara hat on for in South America.
Theme, huh? Hey, Mr. Awesome.
Might as well, right?
Hey, Pete. I don't know why I'm doing a headland. There's like plenty of room.
Sir, oh, it says I'm missing something.
Hey, Talgar.
I downloaded everything. Oh, vehicle camera collision.
Darn right, that is one special mod. We're gonna need that one.
Yeah, you put that mod links, didn't you?
Yeah. It's a rather interesting mod in that there's no script. It's just a image file and the mod desk. Apparently the no collision is built into the game, and it looks for that mod, and if that mod exists, then it doesn't happen. All I did is I went into the 17 one, I changed the version number to match the version number of other 19 mods, and put it in, and presto, it worked. Well, that'd be great, Mr. Awesome.
So it's built into the game, but they don't activate it? I know why they don't activate it. I know.
It's some kind of hidden feature, I guess.
Well, it's because it clips through things. So, like when you're pulling like when you're a semi truck and you're pulling the trailer, you can bring the camera angle down. You can see what's inside, like a solid object. I think when you have that when you don't have that, you can't do. I think they do it on purpose.
Yeah, I just don't like the constant zooming in when you go around trees, or you go by a trigger, or you're going under a bridge or something, it zooms in on you. It's like, come on. It's distracting.
Oh yeah, I don't care for that either.
Hey, Tubby Tub, what's up? What mod are you talking about? If you're talking about the camera collision, probably not.
Thanksgiving?
I never have a good one of those holidays. I'd rather not be around tons of people. Sitting at a table where there's 8 conversations going on at once, it's not my idea of fun. Someone asks you a question, you're like, I don't know, I can't hear you. It's like, well, it's not noisy. It's like there's too much going on. Too many conversations. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, there was a good, counting the kids tonight, probably 45 people in my house.
Oh, that is too many.
I gotta go switch routers. It's not letting me connect for some reason. I'll be right back.
What's an F9? What's a showcase? I don't know what a showcase is to know if I did one or not. Hey Dex, what's up? Let's see if we can get this head tracking to work. I don't want to be that low. I don't want to be that high either. There we go. There we are. Not too keen on 19's head tracking camera with it. It's like tilting up. It's like my neck won't rotate without like causing my head to come up. It's like your neck's on a 45-degree rotation as opposed to just being able to rotate it flat. Let's try that. There we go. That's a little better. Got our good old K1660 back. How do I think the build your whole farm concept will affect modders making maps? Well, we could ask one guy right here. Where did he go? Oh, he's way down there. We could ask Darren. He is a map author, and he would probably have a viewpoint on that.
Still hear me okay?
Yep. I didn't know if it was a bug. It just seems like the camera's messed up.
Now.
Waiting for a mod to come out to like make the head rotation better. You could ask Rubber Burner what he thinks. He is a map author about the build your own map concept. I think it will open up lots of things to map authors, but I think some map authors will deliberately ignore that concept because they want to make maps and design the farm and design the area how they want, and quite possibly they might be worried about
it's right around
what other people might do. Hey Jean-Luc, thanks for the sub. Yeah, I mean, my parents' house it's fairly big, and we didn't have that many. I think we had maybe only 11, but it's like everybody thinks that okay, let's all have our own conversations. Let's all talk at the same time to everybody.
Yeah, there's a lot of that goes on in my place. My brother, I call him the pothead because he's a pothead.
Well, if it fits.
He was only here like 10 minutes. And I was like, anybody seen my brother? And they're like, no. It's like, okay. He'd snuck outside. I know what he's doing.
Hey, Chris. I think, like Darren, I think he was talking about with his map, possibly deliberately trying to put in. Come on.
The food was good though, that's for sure.
And this angle is like impossible to figure out.
Taking
So-
some more off this side so we don't keep getting that. We don't have access to this field.
Sorry, I'm sinking.
That's fine. So he was looking to basically put the cow farm in no matter what
Thanksgiving
in his map, so that his map would always have the cow farm, because that was kind of a central feature of the main farm, and to some degree a central feature of the map. So I expect there might be lots of maps that are made that have a pre-built farm that maybe is always there, and then maybe some areas around the map for folks to build, more flat areas around the map for folks to build things. more specific to what they
Are you
want.
gonna be selling it, or are you gonna get him a silo set up?
No, we have to sell it. It's a contract. We have to sell it to the harbor. And we'll get like $7,000 for it.
Oh, cool. Because I was thinking, man, we're starting out at the fancy house.
No, we don't own any land right now. We're just doing contract missions. I did take a $500,000 loan out. So we started with $500,000 of real cash, which we spent almost all of on our 2 harvesters, 2 headers, and a tractor and a trailer. Yeah, tractor and a trailer. And then I figured, well, we're going to want to buy land because we're going to want to pop a tent. So there's a plot across the river. It's fairly cheap. It's like $100,000. Probably get that.
Well, if I'd known that, I would have made a van instead of a tent.
Yeah, field 25 I think is pretty cheap, and then to be honest with you, I think field 18 isn't too expensive either. Fine, I can't remember.
Yeah, 25 is the plot I was looking at. 28, I think, extends like down the river.
All right, you guys will
Look at it again.
You'll have to talk to me when you're getting full. We don't have glance. I can't watch it anymore.
Yeah. So.
Or do you think I should just get you each time you have your?
No. I mean, I'm like at 1,000 right now. We got.
Okay.
This is low yield. It's non-fertilized. You know. It's lime, whatever.
Just tell me when you need me.
So one way of starting a map, and getting the higher difficulty
field
prices
25,
would be to
I played around with that. It's not too bad.
Start the map on the
Like
new
11
farmer
and
mode,
10 up north,
then
those
sell
aren't too bad
all your
either,
equipment.
price-wise. I think 5
Okay.
is pretty.
Don't do anything. Just get in the map,
I bought the
sell all
Platinum
your
Edition.
equipment,
This is my first time ever
and
being on this
sell
map.
the land that comes with new farmer mode. Then exit the game. Go into your XML and basically
So far,
change your money back to whatever you want.
Like if you're into
Okay.
the placeables and stuff, this
And
kinda
then
seems
you
like
basically
the better
have your
map
built-out farm,
just because it's flatter.
but you've got your harder difficulty because you can go in and edit the XML to basically tell the game save that you want to play at a different game mode, or what used to be difficulty level. The differences are negligible. The PDA is the same, as you can see there, with the exception of, you know, they've added a lime station.
Hello, Fabio.
Obviously, you don't have fields that you own. You have viable areas. Main farm is pretty much the same. If you start on new farmer mode, and of course, if you start on one of the other play modes like we have here, the farm is empty.
How you doing down there, Darren?
So you look down. We'll try to look that way once we get lined up here. You'll see the farm over there is pretty much empty. Thanks for the sub, RJ. So the farmhouse isn't there. Pool is there. The hangar's there, but all the other stuff isn't there. So you can place it down there if you want. Obviously, the animal areas are gone from being built in.
Is this the ST180? Yeah, I think that's 180 horsepower.
Yeah, it was in the medium tractors. That one up. Figured the small version wasn't going to pull that trailer. This is the Platinum expansion map.
Riding the train.
17.
Yeah, so on the series I'm setting up, I bought field 16, and it's kind of the area around the sugar factory.
Turn
So that's what I'm gonna
up a little bit.
I'm gonna try to record and do videos with the sugar factory. I thought that'd be kind of different.
Oh yeah. Are you gonna be like sugarcane extraordinaire?
Yeah, sugar canes, sugar beets, to start off with, and then there might be future investment opportunities in a cotton company. We'll see.
Oh. Hey Connie.
Just going a little different.
What do you mean? How do you get more done in 19? What do you mean by more done?
Why he's got pipe out.
I used a pressure washer the other day. I didn't have any issues. I mean, a lot of that key mapping is very, is somewhat specific. It's not flat out broken for everybody. It's just broken for, you know, select people or select combinations of controls. We were having rain in the live stream on Wednesday, and we went into the house, and there was mostly no rain. There was occasional little drops you could see here and there, but it definitely wasn't raining inside the house on the EU map. That was a house that I placed. Wasn't a house that was on the map by default. How do you normally activate the chainsaw? I usually just use a scroll wheel on the mouse to turn the chainsaw on or to activate it. And for the pressure washer, I hit the R button usually. Now I was having issues with the animal trigger. But those issues seem to have gotten resolved because I don't have any issues now with the animal trigger. Basically, I was needing to unplug the wheel in order to get that trigger to work, or that button, the R button, to work. But now I don't need to do that. Hey, Roy. Hey, Georgie. Nope, no John Deere equipment.
Also, the nice thing about this map is you actually have, you can use the railroad station as silos.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Mm-hmm. So you don't, I mean, if you don't want to pay for your own silo, and then 90% of the time, your best price is actually the transport company one anyways. So.
Yeah, when we were messing around with this map in 17 when Platinum came out, I think we were harvesting all the fields. We think we filled all the silos, max capacity on sugarcane. Still had stuff left over. And we still lost billions of dollars when I fed into the map. Yeah, this map is really good for placeables.
It's really why I'm going to do sugarcane, because I want to see if it's a feasible crop.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's feasible only in large-scale operations. And well, with base game, probably it's a lot more feasible than like with Seasons was.
Yeah.
Where you've got, if you play with Seasons and sugarcane, you're going to need to basically have fields in such a rotation that you always have a crop in harvest, and you've got several fields at various stages, you know, pre-harvest.
Yep.
Because the cost of the sugarcane equipment is just so high to not take 3 weeks to get anything done, that you're going to need to make it up in volume, constantly going from one field to the next. The base game, it probably isn't that big of an issue because that's how everything is. It's a constant rotation.
Yeah, the turnover is a lot quicker on a base game. I'm going to play it at slow growth, so I'm going to see. I'm going to try to figure out base game how fast it grows, and more for I really want to see, because I don't know the answer to it. So I thought, well, one way to find out the answer is to do.
Now, are we gonna get to see it on video?
I have been working out my recording kinks, so yes. I don't know how great the quality is because my video card's not the best in the world. So I'm going to have to record just on, I think on high, just as maxed out as I can get my graphics when recording.
Well, I won't be that bad. Related to the chickens?
The videos aren't going to be very long.
Yeah, there should be.
20 minutes, because my upload time's so slow.
Might be a video coming out tomorrow morning on chickens.
An entire day uploading videos.
Chickens are pretty. I think chickens are
so
going to be pretty
minutes.
good.
There's going to be
pretty easy, pretty low cost.
A lot of the stuff is going to be. Quite a bit of it's going to be time lapse at the beginning, because nobody wants to see me plant sugarcane at 2 meters a whack over and over again.
Sugarcane will regrow 3 harvests.
That stuff is painful.
And then you have to replant. So once you harvest it the first time, you do not want to cultivate it.
Sugarcane planter though, it's pretty cool.
A new one?
Yeah, well, if I remember right, we only had 2 in Platinum, right? We had a single row and the double row.
Okay.
And now we have a single row, but it's got a big tank on it. So like the single row that I think Platinum had, it only holds 5,000 liters of sugarcane. And now we have one that holds 12,000 liters. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I've seen the bug, but if you wait long enough, they do spawn.
But it only plants 1 meter, so let 1 row at a time.
I've seen where even with sheep, it will say there's no place for the thing to spawn. But
a little more than half.
If you wait a little bit, then they will indeed spawn. I demonstrate that in the sheep video and in the chicken video. Alright, so you're saying... Alright, so if we go to sugarcane technology...
Mm-hmm. There's 3 planters now.
Okay.
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure in Platinum we only had 2 planters. Could be wrong.
I don't know. I did sugarcane so little because it was such a pain.
That was me. I never really used it.
It's like agonizing.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like you'll get the message that there's no place to spawn the eggs. and then about a half game day will go by, and then the eggs will start spawning. It's not flat out broke. It's just maybe not working as expected. Anthony says there were 3. He's not remembering it.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Alright, so when you're full, that needs to go to the harbor.
Got it.
What's everybody doing tonight? Friday night? Friday night after a holiday even.
Went with a couple K1660s, huh?
I thought if we were starting out, we shouldn't have giant harvesters.
Oh, I like the cases.
Oh, there goes the train. This view seems a lot brighter than the other one too. We need headlights.
You gotta be getting close to being full. How far are you?
Oh, not far.
The interior on this looks a lot better than 17 version. Let's take a look. Do we have our... Can we see our animated cutter bar? Let's see.
I'll be done with this.
Oh yeah, look at that.
29509. I don't do these.
We got the animated cutter bar.
297.
It's pretty sweet.
At least 31,000. I'll take it. To the harbor.
How do we... Well, basically you just hang out in chats and streams like this. Come on over to my Discord if you want. There's a link. Well, there should have been a link. I need to put a link in the description. Hold on. I had a link. And then I changed up the description, I think. And probably it went away. Come over, join on the Discord, and just hang out with folks. We've got, I've got a community 19 server set up for anybody in the Discord to join and play on. That is on Ravenport. That's an 8-person server. So I'll get that Discord link in the description once I get here at the end of the field. On.
I do like how on the missions it gives you that little flashing icon.
Yeah, basically, this is the sell point. This is the sell point. Right. All right, the description should update
dropping the load at the
pretty
dock.
quick. Hey James, what's up?
So have you done any harvesting missions yet? Another.
Yeah. Did a
When
few
I
on
did
the
mine,
EU map.
I noticed that once I reached 100%, there was still crop to sell. I got the revenue from it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like when I went over, it wasn't much. It was only like $900 each time I did it. But like I would get my, like I'd be emptying my last load, and it would say, you know, contract completed, and then I'd get like $900 of harvest income.
Oh, okay.
So I wonder if there's like a built-in leeway a little.
Yeah, there's probably a fudge factor for all that crop
So
that Darren and I are missing.
We'll see what happens here. So
because we're PC players and we're so dependent on GPS.
get spoiled with the PC.
Raznik, when you get back here, you inform Farmer Klein what my side of the field looks.
Yes, sir, I will do that.
Check out the flapper.
Other than a little bit of straw, which probably was a malfunction of the chopper, I didn't see any leftover crop.
All right, well, I'll hurry up and clean up my left side over here, so I can say the same thing. So on the harvester here, and I noticed on the case 1455, the flapper on the exhaust is properly animated. Like when the engine, you know, idles, it lowers and flaps a lot, and when the engine's, you know, running full, flapper's fairly wide open.
I think they had to fix that, didn't they? I think the original version, it didn't do that when they first released it here for night.
I don't know. I didn't get a chance to use it.
Or was it the air filter rotation that they fixed? I can't remember.
Oh, James says the mini-map has a compass. Didn't even notice that. At the bottom of the mini-map, where the coordinates usually are, there is also a compass, so you could basically get kind of lined up with that.
I don't see, I just see degrees. I don't see a compass.
Well, yeah, that's what he means.
Oh, okay, I got you. So you can...
So, like, I'm going north, so I should be at 0. 359, 360, 0, you know, something like that.
I got you. Yeah, so you can line up straight using that.
Yeah. I like the fact that that I can hit escape and it doesn't stop. I can escape and look at something.
Oh, yeah.
And
that is really nice.
It keeps moving because I've got, you know, cruise control set or something. Or let's just square up this
I agree.
this
that
side.
is a very nice feature.
After we have learned about the little compass down there.
You want to jump in this thing, Raznik, for a change of pace?
I'm fine, really. If you want out, I can do it, Darren. It's whatever you want. I didn't know if Farmer Klein wanted to take a delivery so his viewers can see him do something different.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I'll run the cart the next field.
Okay.
Yeah, but that might be somewhere else. You won't get to see Tammy down at the docks.
Got to do a cotton harvest. That's not near as painful as sugarcane. That was interesting with the little cotton modules, or the big cotton modules. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to unload the last one because the last module wasn't full. But it let me, so I was like, okay.
So you can unload it when it's not full?
At least I could with that mission. That
I
contract.
Thought I thought I heard you can unload the balers when they're not full enough. I haven't tried. I thought I heard somebody saying that. I thought I read somebody typing.
Well, balers do act different in that, you know, they used to, you know, if you had a partial bale and then you went over to something else, whatever the partial bale was would instantly change to whatever you were baling. But now, if you have, let's say, a partial bale of grass, you go over and start baling a straw field, okay? The partial bale will completely fill out with what you're putting into it, but when it comes out, it will be a grass bale. Then the rest will be straw.
Oh.
It's kind of weird the first time I saw that happen. I'm like, what?
So it finishes what you started.
Yeah, it doesn't instantly change it to the other fill type. It's like, you know, you get a hay bale out in your straw field, and then you get straw. Same with, you know, then with hay, you would have a straw bale pop out first. When it first started that, I'm like, I'm wondering, am I going to get some weird, funky, like, half bale? It's half grass, half hay, which is what you would get in real life. You can't empty a baler out.
Yeah, yeah.
Really doing way too much work. Hey, John, what's up? Yeah, poplars were awful. So happy when Stevie came out with the his poplar planer that basically ran a lot quicker. There went my straight line. So much for compass-aided driving in a straight line.
I usually cheat when I don't have GPS, so like my first run, I'll put the hired helper on it because they drive perfectly straight, and then that gives me a something to work.
Yeah, I saw he had put out some video or some mods. Oops. Had put out some mods related to I guess color correction or adding color options. I hadn't really downloaded and looked at any. Just saw Duck Sorley had put out some mod reviews of some Stevie mods. Alright, John. Thanks for dropping by. I blame the curvy lines on first person. I would say try to download it again. Darius? Don't know why you would be missing parts. What are you missing?
I like my little touch screen here in the Stara. There's foot pedal animation.
I don't think seeing this stuff bend to get out of the way is going to get old for long. I think that's going to be something we stare at for quite a while. Hey, Uncle Festers, what's up? Goes the train again. Oh my gosh, we got a little tutor horn. Oh, thanks for dropping by. Oh, just in a harvester. Here, there's two. T560 and the S790. Then what about machine maintenance? How full are you, Darren? Because I could probably finish this field out. Or I need emptied.
About a third.
All right.
Oh, I like that. Sugar cane cannot wither. Didn't know that.
Oh, well, it shows up as remove tops. So does that mean potatoes can't wither either?
Let's see.
I'd say re-download the. I'd download the game again. But I don't know why you would have just missing equipment.
At the end of the field, you can unload me, Raznik.
See if we're gonna pass in the night.
Park right here at the end.
Yep.
Waiting for you, sir. I didn't see anything in root crops about not withering, but it did say it on the sugarcane info page.
That's good to know. That's the crop you can put off the longest, I guess. Oh, let's get repositioned in this chair. Open our pipe. And let's see here. 31. It's 31, okay. Down by the harbor.
What field will we'll be doing next, sir?
Field 31. Can't take that contract till we sell this off.
Sounds good.
That'll be wheat. The yield's higher on wheat. Oats or what?
Field 2 has a contract also. It's barley.
Yeah, I guess we could take 2 because that's closer, right?
Yeah, you guys won't have to drive back with the, won't have to drive as far with the harvest.
Alright, let's go stage at 2. Wait for you to sell your load. And we can accept the new contract. I started playing back in right after 17 came out.
Alrighty.
Myself.
Heading to the harbor.
I know Raznik just started earlier this, I think early in the year, maybe. 92%. Hey, Jacob. No, this is a closed multiplayer. Where's field 2? Field 2 over there. Yeah, I got track IR. I don't use it all the time. I put it on sometimes. Are you gonna take a jump in the pool? See the somebody was asking about the differences with the map. So here's the basically here's the starting farm without the buildings. Obviously your house is gone. Garage is still here. A couple of these side buildings are still here. That's all gone. Silo, which was down here, is gone. Okay. That gives you
Okay,
a
that was either really bad timing,
little frame of reference.
but the train thing lit up when I was going across the train track, and it dropped the gate on me.
Oh, did you get annihilated by the train?
I did, and now I have to try to push this trailer back over. Like I was going through it. It started dinging, and then it dropped the gate on me. It's like no warning. It's like no. I got my tractor uprighted. I just gotta fix the trailer real quick.
Let's go see. You need to look before you do train crossings.
I was driving in cab view, and then literally when it was a matter of minutes or seconds that the thing dropped down. Yeah, so it doesn't give you much of a warning. Alright, now that we're back straight here.
Then, of course, all the animal areas are gone because the animal areas are now placeables.
On this map, there's a lot of train crossings that don't have warning lights, too. I guess I should pay more attention.
All right, let's check the land's price.
Yeah, watch your money up there and see what happens.
Let's see, that's 110.
See if we get any little extra.
That's 411. 75. All right, we're at 509.
Yep.
Yep, 1,001 harvest income.
That's cool.
All right, complete. Field 2.
So you actually made 87.60 on that contract.
Barley to Harbor. All right, it's good to go.
En route back to field 2, correct?
Yep. I'll switch with you once you get here.
I got so used to driving the Mahindras around, like these tractors. You're like, this is so slow.
They are fun. I like the EU map myself.
Definitely worth hanging on to if you want to run around the map.
In fact, I started started my play series on the EU map.
So I was reading some comments where people were talking about traffic and how it's real bunched up. Or at the beginning it's not, but then once they've been on the map for a while, it gets bunched.
Train crossings.
Yep, that's what I was thinking yesterday, and I was like, it's the train crossings because the traffic gets stopped up.
Yep. Hey Rob, what's up? I like it because it just feels more complete. The Ravenport just is.
I'm curious.
Feels too undone.
I was thinking of an idea for maps.
I mean, the biggest problem I have with it
so
is
like when you do
the power lines are missing.
Like you have a bunch of trash and broken buildings and all that on your map, and you actually have to pay to have them taken away. So it's kind of the opposite. So when you start with a new farm, it's all junked up and you have to pay like, you know, $1,000 to haul off the trash pile. Or
when you buy the farm, the trash gets cleaned up.
No, when you buy it, you have to pay to remove. So I guess it'd be a placeable, and you could sell it, but when you sell it, it costs you money. So you have to sell the old trashy stuff first, and then put down the new stuff instead of starting with just like a blank slate. I'm just trying to make it harder.
Oh, a placeable that gives you negative money.
Negative money, yep.
We're just opening up the field because with these missions, if you go outside the field boundaries, it complains that you are...
That's what I was thinking.
It complains.
Or I wonder if there'd be a way to do upgrades. So, like, you start out with something and then you can upgrade it. I bet you there's a way. Just someone has to come up with it.
Wondering if you only get this extra income if you use your own equipment. So far, the missions I've done on my single play series has been on leased equipment because I don't own anything other than a plot of land and a tent at this point.
That could be. Oh, I mean, although I did a potato one, and I leased the equipment for it, and I got, like I said, it was like $900 and something extra dollars. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
I don't know, Norway. Most of us are PC players here. And I would think maybe it's overheating. I don't know. That would be the reasoning.
thought I turned that stop and go thing off because this thing takes forever to take off.
Alrighty, I'm back.
Alright, I'll switch with you.
Sure.
Oh, I like the Stara engine. I like the engine on the Stara. I don't know if this is different than 17 sound.
Yeah, I don't remember much about the in-game tractors for 17 because by the time I started playing, there were such good mods.
Alright, you stay on that side of the field, Raznik. I'll do this
Sounds
other
good.
side.
Alright, let's get GPS, let's get cruise control set to 6 miles an hour. And we're going to be having to haul this down to the harbor. Same place. And 3. Go. There needs to be like a mirror up there, pointed so we can see the top.
Have you tried it? Any of the radio stations? I know you can't right now because you're streaming.
No, I usually I've got the radio turned off. I actually tried to turn it on earlier today when I was doing that potato harvest, and it wouldn't work. I remembered, oh, I had flat out turned it off in the settings, because I didn't want to accidentally turn it on. So let's look at this land. Let's buy us up a plot of land.
Yeah, there's quite a few more
Not buying that
radio
one.
stations.
82. Before I started doing recordings and all that, I had saw where you could go in and like put in your like web streaming radio stations,
Yep.
and I had done that. It's flat out turned off. All right. We own ourselves a little plot of land. Just bought some land.
Boss is spending money. I think canola's in that field right now from at the beginning.
Let's go check it out.
Oh, what'd you buy?
I had to go check out the plot of land I bought.
Ah, I see.
This thing's so quick that you go around a turn, it like, you know, it loses grip and you just spin out.
Mm-hmm. No weight. So lightweight.
I like playing Mario Kart.
So I got my collector's edition today.
Oh, cool. How do you like it?
I haven't. I took the wrapping off the box, and that was it.
So you have 3 copies of the game now, right?
Yeah, by accident. Yep, we got a little old plot of canola. And a perfect spot to put a, put some tent stakes down.
Yeah, there's a little room there. You can always, I don't know what you guys have been doing, but I always plow and then put the stuff down.
I wonder if this, this
I don't care
Mahindra
either
destroy
way.
crop.
Sometimes the bushes are right on the corner of your placeable.
And drive through this crop with the little Mahindra and it doesn't destroy it.
Stop driving through that field.
Well, it's the Kiwi.
You're ruining that crop.
You're like 30 seconds behind. I ruined that crop. Now I'm driving down a road. I gotta get back to a harvester's.
Make sure you've got John Deere in your collector's edition because I know someone didn't get.
Oh, it's there. I opened it enough to figure out where the Gator card was.
Ah, okay.
Yes, Chris, I did get it.
That's one thing I want to know.
I'm gonna be doing a video,
If you've got it
a
legit,
quote unboxing.
whether or not you can put it on the server that people that don't have it legit can still use the game on the server.
It's just a zip file,
Yep,
Yeah.
I can
same as
download
the
it
same as the retrievers.
Yeah.
We shall find out.
I've already. You can. Someone made a post the other day that you can just download it from their mod link from their servers, listed mods.
Ah, okay.
Because it's not like a DLC, it doesn't have to be activated.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got it. It's a little card. I had to go to a website, enter a code, and then it downloaded.
Yeah.
And it's a it's an executable, just like the pre-order
DLCs.
pre-order from Giants was.
You need to get a little closer.
Yeah, I was commenting it would be nice if this tractor had a mirror that was angled up, so you could see like where the pipe was.
But that's not realistic.
Of course, it's realistic. They'd have mirrors positioned there.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
I know what they do because I farmed. Darn right, we would put a mirror up there. I'd rip one off somebody's car and put it up there.
Minnesota millennial farmer does.
He's probably put it on, but if you actually watch YouTuber farmers, they.
All right.
So, Clyde, have you done any cotton harvest yet?
Nope.
I was watching your Was it your cow video where the straw blower, the bale didn't go away, so you had a bale that had 0 liters in it?
Yeah, it stayed there. I'm gonna have to delete it on the XML. I'm not really that concerned because it was just on the how-to game save.
I might want to file
Yeah.
a bug report.
I used to load the straw blower up with a bunch of bales, and then when one would empty, I just activated it again and just keep doing that. But if you're, yeah, it doesn't do it all the time. It did it twice, where it emptied, but the bale itself didn't disappear.
And you had to use the straw blower, correct?
I did not have a skid steer to take the bale into the area. It would definitely not take it from the outside. The feed troughs would definitely take the bale once they were off your forks, but the straw would not do that. I didn't try taking it inside the pin because the tractor was too wide. If I had a little skid steer, I could have took it in and maybe tried it in.
The straw triggers, they look like they're really low to the ground.
Yeah, well, I unloaded the straw bale from the baler onto the ground right inside the zone. It just sat there.
It may be a game mechanic where it forces you to use the blower.
It might be. They may have done it because they put that fancy new blower system in where you've got the forks that are included.
Yeah, I don't think I ever used a straw blower unless I really wanted to.
The only time I used it in 17 was on UMRV, where they didn't take bales. All right.
I'm gonna have to get a new headset. My cord's getting a short in it.
Y'all can last until I get back.
Oh yeah, I'm about a third of the way.
I'm gonna have to make 2 loads anyway, so I might as well just take this and then take what's left.
Where do you gotta go, Harbor?
Yep. I was wondering, Genetic, who you were talking to. I didn't see Kerbo in chat.
Watch out for that train.
You must be watching his must be watching his stream or something else.
Watch out for that train. Instead of watch out for the tree, you gotta watch out for the train.
So when I do music in YouTube videos, I can just pick from their music?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, at the bottom in your
Yeah.
thing, there's a create, and they have all kinds of songs there. Some are free to use with no attribution, and others they want you to put a little tag in the description.
Gotcha. But it'll tell you if they want you to put credit in the description.
Yeah, I'll tell you, and it'll basically say, "This is what we want you to put in the description."
Gotcha.
Like the audio that I use for the map videos and the mod videos and the how-tos needs they want attribution, so that's in the description. But the sound that I have for the live stream intro and the recorded series intros, they don't care. It's not in there. Oh, I don't see a train. We're good. I looked for the train. I was trying to be safe.
Yeah, probably a good habit to get into on this map, because the dirt roads that cross the train track, there's no no little safety barrier.
All right.
Yeah, the boy and I were playing around with recording and stuff today. He wants to do some now. He's like, "Oh, I want to do that." I was like, "Okay, well, I'll teach you how to do it, and that'll help me learn too."
So you're playing Fortnite.
Oh, it's not me. They had my Discord account open. I don't think I've played Fortnite for 5 minutes. But my son, he gets on there and talks to some people, and he forgets to log out because it automatically logs you into the last account. He has his own Discord name, but sometimes he forgets. He bought a game for his birthday. It's Nimbatus. It's like this little drone physics game.
Okay.
And he recorded today's gameplay. It was weird. When I played it back on my headphones, the audio was fine, but when I played it back using my exterior audio, it was real choppy, so I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, Chris, the train's running around.
I'm not quite sure what happened.
Now, I have seen, like, if in single player you tab into the train, it will cause the train to stop for a brief period of time. And then
yeah, so there's this
then it'll start back up
channel
again.
now. It's 80s hair band that you can listen to while you farm. I love it.
Airband.
Oh, I love it. It's like Motley Crue and Poison, and I mean all those 80s hair bands. It's great.
All right, I'm on the way back.
Sounds good. I got my blinkers on. I'm about at 90%. I don't know where Darren.
5,200.
Yeah, right now it's Poison, Nothing But a Good Time.
These are internet radio stations that are built in.
Yeah, I'm full.
To the yard.
I'm listening to the same kind of music, Raznik. I'm listening to Living on a Prayer right now.
I don't know what it is, man. It's fun to farm to 80s hair band. It really is. I'm not a big country music guy, so I don't mind some of it, but it's not my preferred.
We can see you with your hat on. Clearly you're a unique country farmer.
Where are we heading to next, boss?
I haven't looked to see if 31
So I
is
think
still.
30.
Let's see, what do we got? Sweet. Probably 31. It's the only harvest mission that's left. It's the only thing we got equipment for. Needed by pre-fertilized missions. We keep the same equipment
on. Is the canola field ready too?
No, it's not.
Yeah, but then you'd have to buy some more tractors, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I need to buy a couple more tractors and some spreaders.
How much is the case? I guess I could look. I keep forgetting I can get into that without stop moving.
Harvester?
No, the 1455, the tractor.
Oh, it's more expensive than I want it to be. It's 102,000.
Oh, really? Never mind.
Yeah. Spent 500. That's 150 horsepower. Let's see, the case is 100. It's probably.
I think the cheapest tractor in the game is the
No.
Herleman.
Fiat.
See, the Fendt favorite at 150 horsepower is only $93, 93,000.
Gotcha. But yeah, the Fiat is what, 150 for 60,000, but it's so slow. It only does like 15 miles an hour. So slow. But once you get it to your farm, it's a handy little tractor. So I use it, but I bought another tractor to move stuff back and forth from the shop. Considering there isn't a cheap PG trailer yet.
Oh, Darren was like, whatever, but not the Fiat.
How much is the little Star? Can't remember.
Slow too.
Oh, it is. It's like 18 miles an hour. That's right.
It's 81,008. Fent's 31. Fent gets it on.
Yeah. Yeah, Fent's a good tractor. You can get one with a set of narrows too, I think, can't you? I'm pretty sure the Fent comes narrow.
Rear twin. All twins.
Getting fancy there.
All right, let's look at this. If we were to fertilize any type of fertilizer.
DB's post today about buying the soccer field.
Yeah.
That's like that's so funny.
Fertilize with any type of. Oh, we just got a ton more options. Pop in.
My other favorite
Favorite
feature is how you can empty your fertilizers now.
Apparently there's a bug. Apparently there's a money exploit. I'm not read it, but apparently there is a money exploit where
I'll go right, Darren. You just stay on your track.
Where I think if you empty and you get like a partial pallet, apparently if you sell that, it gives you full pallet money.
Oh.
So I think there was like people who were like doing that. Somehow you could basically cycle it to fill partially or empty partially or whatever. They were making lots of money that way. I don't know.
guess when you don't have a PC, that's
Alright, where's your farm at so I can take this home?
25. Are you done? I'll drive it over to field 31.
we're going to 31.
Oh, okay, we're going to 31. I thought you said something about square.
Well, there's a bunch of fertilized missions, so we'll probably have to buy some fertilizing equipment here sometime.
I'll head to 31 if you guys want to do one more harvest.
Yeah, I'm going to dump this, and then Darren wants to run the cart. I'll run the harvester. It's cool.
That'll work.
I bought the Star kind of because we were in South America, and it came with that platinum, in 17.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, on the EU series I started, I ran some missions, didn't have any land, ended up buying the plot of land that has your start farm on it.
Mm-hmm.
I put down the tent. Then I bought the old pickup because I figured I needed something to drive around in.
We'll call it the Gypsy Farmer series.
I'm curious about these transport missions. They don't pay much.
Nope.
Wondering if I need like a tractor with forks, flatbed, or what.
So if I've watched online enough, it usually involves you picking up a couple pallets with these square boxes on it, and then taking them to another location, and then unloading the pallets. So you'll need a flatbed and forks.
Okay. Because those don't give you lease options. They're just like, here's $200 if you transport this thing here to there.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't pay jack. I think a couple $100. Top speed, what's 14 on these things? I already used up a quarter of the durability on this thing.
What?
Yeah, the little wrench gauge is down to 3/4.
That means each. Does
It's
that mean each
1.5
piece of
hours.
equipment has a different wrench gauge value to it?
I don't know how many hours you got on yours, Darren.
1.4.
Are you at about a quarter of it way down on the wrench?
Just about touching.
Yep.
See, I got 0.9 and I'm not even at an eighth. Oh, here comes the train. I hear the train whistle.
No. On the cross.
I don't see it. You're good.
So we doing 31?
Yeah, we'll do 31.
Did you already accept it or no?
I did.
Alrighty.
You want a cart, Darren, or you want to harvest still?
I'll cart.
All right, we're going back to the harbor. Right across the
that's-
street. How
Yep.
convenient for you. Wonder if we show anywhere yet. I did leave the retriever over there so that when we're ready to stake our tent, we can just tab into the retriever quickly. So Raz has got his flashlight out and his flash is on. You broke down?
I was just making sure there wasn't any wear on the teeth or. Yeah, I was looking for scratches. I have yet to see scratches on anything yet.
It probably has to get like halfway down. I saw pictures today from Black Sheep Modding. They had that Xylor thing and a tractor in their map. Posting screenshots of both the map and the Xylor in it. That ought to make folks awful happy to have a stump grinder tree destroyer.
What map are they building? Was it a new one or are they porting one over?
They were. I asked a while ago, like a week ago, if it was Valley of the Old Farm, and at first I got a coy answer, like
You always
like-
get a coy answer.
like
from
maybe.
them.
And then like an hour later, I had basically an at from the same person. It's basically like yes. Okay. It's interesting.
Yeah, depending which Discord moderator they have on, that's what I base my experience off of. I've been on their Discord before, and they've been just complete jerks about stuff.
Not much of a hairband, but I can sing. Driving that train, I want to.
I don't want my train driver like that.
See, this would be a good set of fields to combine right here.
Hey, Klein. Are you blind? Because they said up the top of those pictures what map it was.
I've looked at so many things in the last, I don't know, 3 days.
Yeah, if you go back and look at the Black Sheep modding pictures of the stump grinder, it actually says up the top what map it is. And it's not the Valley of the Old Farm, it's Old Stream Farm.
Alright, well that's cool.
Oh, they're redoing Old Stream?
Yeah. But the one, the one
Tell me when you're a little more than half, so I can spawn back.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
I'm not high, Rob. It will be interesting to see when mod maps come out, how they've done it. Where you can choose where your yard is now.
Alright, Chris.
I like the feature, but I really think they need to be careful with their map design. If that's going to be part of the gameplay. Because I have a feeling when they designed the Giants maps, I don't think they took into account the size of the placeables.
No, they didn't.
dang farmhouse is ginormous and it's too expensive.
Yeah, I don't think they really took any of that into account.
Junkie.
Did you figure out the trailer yet? Did you get the trailer working, or you just been working on the tent?
Oh no, I got it working, but there's reasons. There's a better one.
Got it. Got it.
Hey, Papa Smurf.
I was wondering if Darren was going to put his up on the mod hub. Go for that.
All right, Darren, you can come empty me, buddy. I would submit it to Giants, man.
But my question is, with them not releasing GE properly yet, whether they will accept any mods or...
I know of at least 2 that have been uploaded. They're going to reject them. They might reject them, but I know people have uploaded stuff. Rob, well, I think you're gonna
because
you're gonna get that for sure.
Working on the GE because Lithium jumped into Landy's stream today, this morning, my time, and they're still working on Giants Editor 8.0 because the one that people have been using is like 4 to 5 months old.
I'm dang near full here. There we go.
I'm gonna leapfrog you.
No!
So what is your opinion on the Mahindra there?
I wish head tracking would work. Other than that, I think it's great.
What, head tracking doesn't work in 19 yet?
No, and the Mahindra it doesn't work.
Oh, okay, but everything else it works.
See? That works. Oh, my gas gauge works. Oh, thanks for the sub, Zachary. Yeah, the head tracking doesn't work in the Mahindra.
Where's the birds?
They're gone because I put in the shotgun mod and I shot them all. Kaboom!
Yeah, I heard the dog barking for about 5 minutes, and then
I stopped the harvester. I got out on the side deck and I went kaboom.
we've got to have something for the camp.
Well, I like the birds flying out of the crops.
Blackbird crow stew. Hey, Michael S., what's up? Hey, Rob, I know someone has already uploaded to the Mod Hub a placeable farm trailer that acts as a farmhouse. And if you look at the mod review I just did today, Darren has made up a placeable farm tent that will serve as a farmhouse. We're actually going to stake the tent here on the map here in a little bit. Alright, so here's a question. Who here eats and likes mincemeat pie?
I've never had it.
So
Never had it.
the it's like a staple of the holidays at home. I find most pie disgusting, but most especially a pie with meat in it. So yesterday basically our daughter was in charge of cutting pie for people after dinner, and and they had pumpkin or mincemeat, and she's like, which is which? I looked at her like, what are you talking about? The orange one is obviously pumpkin. That means the thing that's black looking inside is the meat one. She's like, oh, that's disgusting. I'm like, yes, it is. Just cut a triangle shape and put it on a plate.
Yeah, how is mincemeat pie a dessert?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard people talking about eating it, but I've never had it. We had turkey and ham tonight, but at my in-laws we had steaks. My father-in-law was like, I'm not making a turkey this year, so he cooked steaks. They were good.
We got a turkey still. I gotta at some point get it out of the freezer and buy like 6 gallons of peanut oil to fry that baby up.
What the hell? Frying turkey?
Oh yeah, you've never had a deep-fried turkey, Kiwi?
They don't fry things in his land. They
Oh
just
man,
put them on
only in America,
skewers.
buddy.
They skewer stuff over there.
And roast it over a fire.
No, turkey in New Zealand is very, very expensive.
That's because it's
Because
native to the American.
It's because we're busy selling them for 37 cents a pound.
We're just giving them away.
That too. I had to do had to travel for business the last week, and took some guys up to Northern Virginia to a meeting. Came home, and there's a White Wave Dairy, like dairy processor for milk and stuff, factory on our way into work, and they had 2 semi-trailers opened up. They had this line of cars all the way out to the road, through the parking lot, you know, lead into these trailers. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then I thought, oh wait, Thanksgiving's next week. They're giving out turkeys to all their employees.
Yep. I was working the loading dock at a boat plant, and this reefer truck pulled up, and he was like, hey, I got a shipment for you. And I'm like, buddy, I don't think you're in the right place, man. We do upholstery.
We do upholstery for boats.
I'm almost full, Darren. And then he's like, no, I got the right address. So he showed me the bill, and I was like, yeah, that's it. I was like, hang on a second. So I went and got the manager. I'm like, hey, there's a reefer truck here. He's like, oh yeah. It's like, since when do we get reefer trucks? He's like, just wait. And then yeah, we opened it up, and it was a truck full of turkeys.
Yeah, the camera is definitely brighter in cab.
That was our holiday bonus that year. You'll have to back up, Darren. I'm like 99.9%.
Hey, Sheppa. What's up? Did you get Farm Sim 19?
We'll see what happens. How much do these hold? I'm at 62.25. I can't remember what they...
That's about... yeah. So our grocery store, I was going through there one day, and like 37 cent a pound turkeys if you spend $25 or more on other product. Like, well, that's not hard. Okay. Get a gallon of milk. Let me get some bread. Let me get some fruit. See, what else do we need? Hey, Gunslinger, what's up?
Oh, trying to straighten up Spide's line, I see.
Yeah, it's trying to a little bit. My OCD's kicking in.
So how much do you reckon a turkey costs in New Zealand?
Turkey?
$2 a pound. Actually, I'm gonna say like $5 a pound.
For a free range turkey, which is
Well, they're always going to be expensive.
5.75 kgs, which I don't know how much that would have to be in you guys, $80.
Oh wow. You said 5.75 kg?
Yeah,
2.2. That's about a 3-pound turkey. You said it's $80?
yeah, $80 New Zealand. But that's
£3.
free range.
Sounds like a chicken.
No, size 6 turkey, whatever that means.
That sounds like they're selling you chickens and calling them turkeys.
And what's the how many New Zealand dollars per American or per US, I wonder. I mean, I don't know, like 80
That's
New
a
Zealand
cliff.
dollars could be $5
That's a
here.
cliff.
I don't know.
Okay, so $80 New Zealand is about $54.28 US.
Oh my gosh.
You need a bump? Because that's a cliff.
$55 for a turkey.
I saw Darren going this way, and I'm like, that is a cliff.
All else fails, just go down.
Driving off a cliff.
But remember, that is a free range one.
That's still pretty expensive.
Yeah.
But for 5.525 is $63.
Yeah, but I think it's 2.2 kilos per pound, so I mean you're looking at a 2.5-pound turkey. That's tiny.
Dex says 5.75 is 12 pounds. We're backwards.
Oh, I did do that math backwards. Yeah, it's 2.2 kilos per pound. I thought. No, 2.2 pounds per kilo. Sorry. Yeah.
So how much does it? So how much does a turkey cost in the US? How much? Rob?
Oh, I didn't buy a turkey this year. I can tell you. How much was yours? 37 cents a pound, Clive?
Yeah, I'd have to go look in the freezer and see what the non-price sale tag is.
So.
Yeah, I paid a couple bucks
be,
for a 12 or 14-pound turkey. We also have giant semi-loads of turkeys driving up the interstate every day, on their way to be eviscerated.
So do you live near the interstate? Do you, Clive? Or
Yep.
do you work near the interstate?
Yep. I would venture to guess that most of America could probably say they live close to the interstate. The number of interstates that we've got.
Yeah.
My parents are the equivalent of out in the boonies, and they're probably 15-minute drive to the interstate.
I am too. I'm out in the middle of nowhere, but it's still only 15 minutes to the interstate.
Same thing to Walmart.
Yeah, you can get.
So, I got a phone call at like 18 after 9. Basically, the oldest kid's ready to be picked up from the movies. I told Darren, I was like, I'll be back maybe, hopefully before the stream starts. 10 minutes. I got to pick somebody up in the movies. Because we live, you know, basically in the city. Or our equivalent of a city. And everything. So in Maryland yesterday, they kept talking about, so there was a bunch of deer out in the front yard, come up out of the woods. And our oldest kept talking about how she saw how we had a cow walking up the street. She saw a cow walking up the street. And, you know, people were like, yeah, a cow walking up a road. Cow got out. And I told her, I said, well, what she's not telling you is we live in the city. So having a cow walk up the street inside of a city is a little atypical. You know, there isn't a cow pasture right around the corner, right over the hill. This cow's had to have walked a fairly good distance out of its cow area to get into the city and then find its way up to our street. It's had to basically cross a 5-lane, you know, major road and not get annihilated.
We haven't had a problem with cows. We've had a problem with black bear. They've made it so prohibitively expensive to hunt black bear here that they're being pushed into bigger cities. Like the city of Knoxville, which is, I mean, I don't live in Knoxville, but that's the closest major city. I think the TWRA, they've had to like 45 calls for black bear, like within city limits.
Yeah, they need to open that up a little bit, and
yeah, the
because obviously
TWRA, most of the officers, they're like, they wish people, but so much of our land around here is national park, and you can't get into it to hunt the black bear, and then when the males age, they get pushed out by the older males. They're all juvenile males that they're catching down here too. It's not females or cubs. It's all juvenile males.
they need to open up controlled population control in the national parks.
Yeah, good luck there.
Wouldn't be the first.
No, it wouldn't.
So Marky B says 80 New Zealand is 54 US.
$54 for a turkey.
That's a mighty big turkey. 30-pounder. I don't know about that. That thing's...
I'll tell him I'll freeze dry and send him as much dark meat as he wants.
But even to get your bear tags, like if you want to, I can't remember, it's hundreds of dollars.
Well, they're regulating themselves into the problem.
Yep.
What's the
And I
area
think
you're
it's a
seeing,
draw
Norway?
program, so like you have to put your name in, and they do like a drawing to see who can hunt. And, I mean,
It's like a lottery.
yeah, and then when you do get it, you still have to pay. I'm almost thinking it's like $400 to $500. I can't remember per tag. We actually have an elk hunt here too, but they only do 1 or 2 a year of elk.
I'm seeing rain. Seeing Dex put a post in Discord. He's talking about forestry. So if you cut a tree close to your boundary and it falls into someone else's land, it won't let you go. Won't let you go cut it.
No way.
You have to hook up. You have to drag it on your side back into your side before you can cut it up.
Love it.
Of course, that's one mod I want to see in 19 is the winch.
Oh, absolutely.
That can't come quick enough. Apparently it happened during the recording. We get to hear Dex's narration of what's going on.
His stuff's always pretty funny. It gets me chuckling. It's like when I watch Darren's videos. He started identifying his helpers as Dummy 1 and Dummy 2.
They both have very unique perspectives.
Yeah.
Hey Ollie, what's up?
So I'm looking at this map, right? You could combine 31, 21, and 22 all into one field. That'd be a pretty big. That'd be like Big Budworthy field.
Yeah. The only thing is I don't know about the that little pad between 31 and 21. Be able to plow that.
If it's just dirt, like dirt road, you can. I've done it. I haven't tried plowing concrete. I wonder if it'll go away.
I'd like to see that, what is it, the roller add-on that lets you lay down concrete and dirt and rock.
Yeah,
That'd be
really
nice.
nice. I thought they were gonna have like paths that you could put down.
I think they've said they're working on a road making tool or maybe road something.
I thought
Remember, they are still working on 19. Give them a chance to get these mods out. But they've also got to fix the bugs that people report as well.
Because I thought in one of the earliest videos where they showed the placeable stuff, it might have been like at FarmCon or something, they were putting down roads. Like little chunks of road. I could be wrong, man. I don't know. I took an
I don't
Ambien.
remember that.
I took an Ambien last night. I probably forgot everything from the year.
Auto load flatbed. I don't think any are out yet.
I don't take them much, but
I mean, there are auto load bale trailers in game. Not the kind of auto load that you think of with respect to
lady
PC.
I worked with, she took one and then ordered like 4 plane tickets. She got her credit card bill and she saw like this massive charge for plane tickets. Because if you don't go to bed, you can, you know, blackout periods on that stuff.
Yes, she was able to get out of that.
I can't remember, to be honest with you.
I was on hallucinogens. I don't remember it.
Taking the boy to see Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet tomorrow.
This is the it's in the title and the description.
how
It's
it
the
is.
South American map.
I like the first Wreck-It Ralph. It was pretty good.
You big kid.
We're gonna go see Smallfoot tomorrow, I think. That's the
You big Klein.
that's the
Big
movie
kid.
about the
Something like the Bigfoots.
it's the Yeti that discovers
Oh, yeah,
humans and wants to bring one back, you know, to prove that they exist.
Yeah, if you're a big nerd like me, Wreck-It Ralph movies are pretty fun. A lot of retro video game stuff in them.
Nerd.
Proud of it, man.
We don't get Rick and Ralph till December 26th, Boxing Day. The movie I want to go see is Bumblebee.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. I don't know, I was disappointed with the last couple Transformers
It's a mod.
movies, so,
But this one's just about Bumblebee himself.
yeah.
Out in the mod
It's got
hub.
John Cena and that's why I want to go see.
Out in the mod hub
Oh,
last
I don't like Bumblebee unless he's a Volkswagen butt.
what day is it?
'Cause as a kid, he was always a Volkswagen
It
butt.
was like Tuesday. Wednesday. It was the day after the game release.
Might have to back up a little, Darren. I'm almost full again. We'll see.
What time did I start? I started at 9:30 my time. Just over 2 hours. We're gonna finish this field off, and then we're gonna put down our tent, and then we're gonna call it a night.
Oh, cool.
The old pipe light.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
See, we got a light on the pipe. The lights on 19 are really nice. I like them. Look more, look like they more real.
Yeah, didn't they say they were independent light sources? Like each light is? I can't
Down
remember.
there, field 31, southern edge of the map.
Yeah, they look more like bulbs instead of stickers.
Yeah, and like the beacons look like they actually are, domed lenses.
Yeah, you can see the little inside.
Alright, I still have 2600 when you get back.
So far, I'm happy with the dirt too. It seems to be pretty well placed.
Oh, the dirt on the tractors.
Yeah, because I've noticed. I remember in 17, like when your tractor got dirty, like the top of it, you'd have dirt like at the top of the glass, and I'm like, how the heck did that happen? And it seems like in 19, a lot of the tractors, they get dirt at the bottom of the glass, which would be more realistic in my opinion. Like in the front of your case, you can see dirt smudges on the bottom of the window.
Yep.
They got them on the top too, but at least they have them on the bottom now.
Not a lot of forestry, and they're pine trees. Let me get out of cab again. Dex is asking if there's a lot of forestry on them.
On this one, no. The palm trees
Yeah, that's
are
what I
really
meant.
good, but you can't replant them, so you have to replant pine trees.
Yeah, isn't there a big spot of forestry in the middle?
Next to the shop, there's tons of palm trees you can cut down, and they pay really well because they're long and straight.
Yeah,
And
they're
then-
not super thickly planted.
And then up near the sawmill, there's a bunch of trees. They're a pain in the butt because they're the ones that you have to trim the limbs off of individually.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the 1 point something mil to buy it. Isn't there a big forestry? I can't remember where it was, but I was watching your video the other day, Clyde. In that big area.
There's a decent section up above
On the
7, 6, and
plateau.
5, but they're not very dense. There's
I'm
probably
talking-
maybe 40 trees up there. They're
Yeah,
useful.
I'm talking about on the opposite side of where you are currently.
Yeah, to your left, climb up on that plateau.
Yeah, there's
Where the train's just going past at the
yeah,
moment.
there's not a lot of
palm
trees up
tree.
there.
Okay.
It's the palm trees. I wish you could replant them because the palm trees are really, like for forestry, it's nice because you don't trim them much. It's just no branches. You can make money pretty quick. Because if you can get the whole palm tree in a trailer, you can haul the whole thing.
Dang, I thought I got dumped there. Everything went black on my street.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I live in a place where the electric goes out for a split second.
Yeah, mine does that every now and then. I've been meaning to find a battery backup. I keep asking the IT guys at work when they have some old ones they want to get rid of, let me know. Because they replace that stuff before it goes bad. All they ever tell me is like, oh, we're not allowed to sell anything. I'm like, you just throw it away. Why can't you?
So I'm just feeling idea of when they're going to be taking it out to the garbage.
Well, most of the time they take everything to, we have this warehouse, the hospital does. And I mean, this thing is huge and it's full of just endless amounts of furniture and old computer. I mean, it's ridiculous, the stuff that's full. And every now and then they'll have like a sale where they'll, on our company website, they'll put a listing like all this stuff is for sale. But they never have any computer stuff. There's one room full of phones. I'm not lying. There's probably 2,000 phones in there. And I'd say it's because, and Klein probably can tell me if I'm wrong, but most of your large modern phone systems all run through a computer, right?
They're all digital phones. They wouldn't work on a consumer system. And they're all.
So
I
I'm
mean,
just,
they're
once the
not. They're
software
not.
gets outdated,
They're not open platform. So, like, if you've got an NEC phone system, you need to buy NEC phones. Got
Yeah. Because we did an upgrade. They upgraded the phone system a couple of years ago, and I think that's where they all came from. Because they probably went with a different, so none of the old phones would work.
I don't know, Dean.
And
But
then we have these
one thing
red
about
phones
19
all
is
over
you
the
gotta
house, but
buy
they're
the
these
BGA.
old,
No free
you know,
BGA
They almost
access.
look like the phone from the Batman TV show. And those are the only ones that are connected to a landline, because we have to use those in case this phone system goes.
You can definitely put down silage bunkers wherever you wanted with the placeable system. But if you don't go buy the BGA, you're not selling anything there. Let's see what we got left. 80%. We got 80% on the contract done.
Wow, already? You might make a nice little
Hey, Chris.
extra chunk off this. I don't. If the law of mathematics is correct, probably the larger your field, the more extra you get off it.
I don't know. Well, better, do you mean as in getting more?
They've been installing new Weiss terminals. I think they're supposed to do it this week, actually.
It's hard to
Do you
say.
guys
It's
use the
all up
Weiss
to
terminals or no?
it's all up to the modders and I guess giants. As far as, you know, what they create. I don't suspect you're going to be seeing things that are script laden, simply because of how console manufacturers restrict things. And I have to say, a lot of the PC mods that you didn't see come over
Cool
were because they were
it's taking
script
a long
laden.
time for that sun to go past this cloud.
Now, when I look at the sun, my screen gets kind of dark.
I don't know it now because there's a cloud in front of the sun. So I'll let you know in a few minutes.
Hey, Ed.
I don't know if it gets dark or I'm just squinting.
I have my
Good.
monitor set as warm, and it right now it kind of feels like it's right before it's getting dark out. That kind of light.
Alright, so I'm about halfway down on the wrench, and my harvesting speed is slowed down. I'm running at 5 miles an hour now instead of 6.
I am too. Well, now 5 to 6.
Yeah, it's jumping back and forth. But
I'm at a quarter though. You're at a half? How are you at a half and I'm at a quarter?
oh no, I'm in a quarter, sorry. I was reading it wrong.
Okay.
Well, a little past a quarter. I have 2.2 hours, so I don't know how many you get.
Yeah, we're at the same.
Okay, yeah. Mine's a little tick behind, past a quarter. It's neat though how it slows down. Yeah, I've used up more wrench power than fuel.
It definitely seems to be variable because on something else that I was using, it looked like basically it was like 3 hours to get to a quarter. It would be something like 12 or 15 hours to get fully dead. Have the gauge go all the way down.
I'm almost full, Darren.
We're at 2 hours and we're at a quarter.
Yeah, tractors. I don't think the tractors go down as much because I think on that Fiat I've put 3 to 4 hours on it and it hasn't gone down much. So like I guess it is different per item. I don't know if I'm gonna make it there. We're gonna try.
I don't think in 17 the rear, when you flipped it to do a windrow, was that back animated? Did it drop down? I don't remember.
Some of the mods did, but I don't remember many of the in-games did. And again, one of my favorite harvesters to use after Hofbergman was that class Lexion, the one that did the grass seed.
Okay, Tiger Man's saying that this one did. Because if I switch to windrow, the back flat will drop down.
Wow, because you guys really did slow down. I'm having a hard time with cruising.
Yeah, I'm down to 5 pretty much the whole time.
Yep, steady at 5.
See, I still wish there was random events, like if you got down like and you're running your vehicle, you haven't maintained it, the screen would pop up. It's like, oh, such and such broke.
So I think you would enjoy. It isn't like that, but there is some randomness that's built into what I'm talking about. So SimStation is working on a script that he plans to upload that he calls his mods science. So his whole purpose is to make you think, as opposed to just mind-numbingly just wash, rinse, and repeat stuff. So he's working on a script to basically randomize field yield per crop. So, like in base game, every crop yields the same on every field. But what he's trying to do is basically set it up so, let's say you start a new save game and it runs some random tables and creates some tables. It says that field 31 has, let's say, if you put wheat in it, you get 80% of the maximum yield out of field 31. But if you put oats in, you get, say, 90%. And if you put soybeans in, you get 130% yield.
Ah, okay. That's cool.
But if you plant soybeans in field 6, you get 80% yield in field 6, because field 6, for some odd reason, seems to yield better with let's say, barley. You know, and you don't know these yields do this. You basically have to figure it out. So you might plant a crop and you're like, man, I didn't do very good that year. And then you realize that even though you did everything you could right, that field just isn't going to output a lot of corn. It's going to do better with something else. It's working on it.
Oh, I love that idea because it forces you to do data collect.
He's got to put a bunch of stuff in, and I think he's working on a bunch of stuff related to missions. Because of course, missions are calculating out what you dump in the sell point to figure out if you've, I guess, really harvested the field and stuff. So if you mess with the yield values and the mission's not getting the yield values it's expecting.
Gotcha.
Yeah. He's got it in beta over at his Discord. Folks. Still working on it.
That's pretty cool.
That's the premise, is to randomize yield per crop, per field, to make the player basically work to figure out what fields and what crops basically are optimal for their performance.
And it's gonna be randomly generated. I guess that's what he's hoping for.
On every save game.
Gotcha.
So 2 people playing the same map, completely
different results.
Play the same map twice, completely different results.
That's pretty awesome. Like it's a great thought.
Yep, genetic. That's exactly what he's looking to replicate.
I think you should be able to get the last one, right, Clem? Last swap.
Let's see. Looks narrow enough.
Oh wow, it's almost midnight, isn't it?
It is. We're running 25 minutes long.
I'm making up for the other day.
It's Friday night though, right?
Friday night, the day after a holiday. Was crazy enough to go Black Friday shopping? Nobody.
My wife went. And a couple of the stuff at GameStop on sale that the boys wanted for Christmas. My little one's getting this thing called Starlink.
There's
Star Fox game.
Tiger Man. There's yield monitors in harvesters.
You can add like different guns and weapons to it.
That keeps track of
they
that.
Show up in games, kind of like Skylanders.
And they basically document what
with vehicles.
What they had yield last year and yield this year and such.
Looks pretty cool. We're at 99% for progress.
So sell that little bit and it should do it.
Alright, I'm gonna take these back to start heading towards home base. Is that where you want them?
Yeah, might as well. There's a cliff there, you know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna ride the south end here. There's a road on the other far end.
I think we can afford a tent. Alright, let's see what we get.
Nice little bonus.
$2,300.
I love how we can see the income now on multiplayer. That's really nice.
Well, it's, yeah. I mean, the way it's doing it is it's income per farm, and as far as the game's concerned, we are all a farm. I didn't give you all manager rights because I didn't really need it. But in theory, even if the game doesn't differentiate anybody beyond those permissions. Let's look at our finances. Yeah, we did. So we made $2,100 off of contracts and $4,200 off of harvest excess.
You said 21.
2100
or 21,000?
Made
Oh,
25,600.
nice
5,600
work.
and some. Of course, we spent 600,000.
I want to see our tent. There's a chunk of a building right there in the grass. Cut through the jungle.
Yeah, there's parts of the town that look really nice. There's parts that are like, are you kidding me? Why is it so trashy?
I wish it'd be really cool if it rained, the water level changed, especially on this. Like if the river actually rose. Got like muddy looking. That'd be cool.
Like the back end of town's all trashy, but then the front end of town starts getting
Kind of nice. Yeah.
nicer.
Oh, I just noticed this bridge is broken.
How's it broken?
On the rail, like when you get almost across it on the left side.
Oh,
The rail's busted out.
yeah, it's where somebody fell off and crashed in the river. Right? That's the field. We're going to that canola field up there. That is our final destination for the night. What's Darren doing? There he goes.
Did you put the tent down?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have
Looking
a
for it.
great tent staking.
On Monday.
Not tonight.
Oh,
29 crazy souls that are still up watching this stream can see Darren's great work.
oh, you crazy kids in your video games.
Our great work. Your names are on the mod desk.
What? I didn't even look at that thing.
Well, I didn't want to steal your work because I did copy that that multiplayer thing and pasted it in there.
Oh, you mean the line that says multiplayer equals true?
Yep.
Alright, I'm kind of sitting at the border of our property here. If you want to use me as a guide.
Alright, we're going to put down our farmhouse. This is a great little mod that Darren worked up. So, obviously, we're not putting down this house. We're obviously not putting this thing down. That would be stupid. We're going to put this. Was I right that the facilities is technically the back of the tent?
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
There we have our farmhouse.
So cool!
And it only cost us $6,100.
Oh, I love this. This is awesome, Darren.
Well, it can't be that bad, was it?
Apparently, I thought it was flat. It looks flat.
You have to, I don't know if you did it, but every time I go to place it now, I always try to lower it as low as it'll go.
Lights up at night. I do have a mod review
Oh, we need
of
a
this.
shed, Klein. Right
Put
here.
in the I put in the
What I don't understand is doesn't matter what time of day. If I get near it, you can get the fast forward time with sleep.
Yeah, I see that.
Hey, it ain't causing no errors. Works for me. It's better than that 120.
there we got a shed now too.
Now we gotta plow these bushes down.
Oh, I'd say it's not that bad. Slippery goose. It's just your tastes.
A nice little starter farm here, boys.
Put our header down.
Not too bad for a few boys from America.
Up here and get our little Mahindra. Park here under the covers.
Oh, that's cool. The underside of the header is dirty.
Let's
The
park
bottom
it
plate.
here. There we go. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and call it for a night. I want to thank you for coming out and watching. We'll be back here on the Laspacha map on Monday. So until next time, happy farming.